We are going to discuss what? Descartes rule of sign. Okay. Already we discussed about different things related to the polynomial equations like reciprocal equations, multiple roots and different aspects. Okay. So this Descartes rule of sign basically helps us to decide the number of roots, number of real roots or the number of complex roots. We will decide using this Descartes rule of sign. See, related to the quadratic equation, discriminant b square minus 4ac gives you an idea about the number of roots, number of real roots and the number of complex roots. Okay? For quadratic, discriminant will decide the number of real and number of complex roots, and whereas for polynomial equations of any degree, this Descartes rule of sign helps us to mention the number of real roots as well the number of complex roots. And one more thing is, this Descartes rule of sign don't mention exact number of roots. It will mention maximum number of real roots as well minimum number of complex roots. What I am saying? This Descartes rule of sign just gives you an idea related to the number of real and complex roots of a polynomial equation, but it won't gives you the exact number of real or complex roots. Okay? Yeah. And there is a proof for this Descartes rule, and to solve the problems, and at present the proof is not mandatory for us. So directly I am giving you the rules, and using those rules we are going to decide, we are going to find maximum number of positive roots of an equation, maximum number of negative roots of an equation, maximum number of real roots of an equation, minimum number of complex roots of an equation. So we are going to mention maximum number of real roots. Okay, they may be the maximum number of real roots in the sense it's not exact. Okay, we are just giving the maximum number of real roots, and with the help of that maximum number of real roots, you will easily mention minimum number of complex roots also for the polynomial equation. So this Descartes rule of sign helps us to decide all these things. And how to work out with the Descartes rule of sign? So basically two rules are there here, and one rule is based on f of x and the other rule is based on f of minus x. Basically, what is f of x? If the polynomial equation is f of x is equals to 0, if the polynomial equation is f of x is equals to 0, you just pay attention on this f of x. What? If the polynomial equation is f of x is equals to 0, pay attention on this f of x. Right? And that f of x cannot have more positive roots than changes of signs in f of x, and cannot have more negative roots than changes of signs in f of minus x. See, simply you just look at the polynomial equation, you just look at the polynomial f of x and observe the number of sign changes. Okay, and as the number of sign changes, you will have the maximum number of positive roots. It cannot have more positive roots than the changes of signs in f of x. Here one thing you need to understand, changes of sign. What is meant by changes of sign? Changes of sign is simply positive to negative. Sign is changing, negative to positive. Sign is changing. Where we need to observe the changes of sign? Just look at the coefficients of the polynomial equation and observe the sign changes. Here you just look there. I mentioned you an example: 2x power 7 plus 3x power 5 minus 4x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 9x square minus 10x plus 1 is equals to 0. And now I am going to check, okay, the number of roots for this equation. So first of all, you just identify f of x. See, as this is the polynomial equation, and from that polynomial equation, my f of x is this. I am just mentioning here: 2x power 7 plus 3x power 5 minus 4x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 9x square. And for the space concern, I am going to erase this. Actually, I don't need it. Okay, yeah. Minus 10x plus 1 is this f of x. Now you just observe sign changes. See, sign changes means very simple task. Okay, see, what is the coefficient of x power 7? It is 2, positive. Coefficient of x power 5 is positive. coefficient of x power 4 is minus 4 means negative. Positive and then positive. No sign change. Positive to negative. There is one sign change. Positive to negative. And then negative, negative. No sign change. Negative to positive. There is one more sign change. Negative to positive. There is one sign change. Again positive to negative. There is another sign change. Again negative to positive. There is another sign change. You just look at the coefficients. Okay. So this is simply sign. The mean change of sign means this is simply observing the coefficients. Positive, positive, no sign change. Positive, negative, sign change. Negative, negative, no sign change. Negative to positive, sign change. Positive to negative, sign change. Negative to positive, sign change. Totally, how many sign changes are there in f of x? Totally, there are 4 sign changes in f of x. So now, rule 1 is saying that according to Descartes, f of x cannot have more positive roots than changes of sign in f of x. Here, changes of signs in f of x are 4. So as per rule 1, our polynomial equation cannot have more positive roots than 4. Cannot have more positive roots. So cannot have 4 more positive roots greater than 4. That in the sense, it will have maximum 4 positive roots. So I will conclude here as this 4 will represent the polynomial equation have at most 4 positive roots. What I am saying? At most 4 positive roots. That in the sense, we are not sure about the positive roots and we are not sure about the exact number, but we are sure that that polynomial equation has at most 4 positive roots. That in the sense, this equation may have 4 positive roots, this equation may have 3 positive roots, this equation may have 2 positive roots, this equation may have 1 positive root, this equation may have 0 positive roots. I don't know about the number of positive roots for this equation. Number of positive roots of this equation may be 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But one thing is sure, it can't have 5 positive roots, 6 positive roots, 7 positive roots like that. So at most 4 positive roots means it have positive roots any number which is less than or equals to 4. So this is f of x. One thing is clear. Now to decide the number of negative roots, the possible number of negative roots, we need to think about the changes of sign in f of minus x. Now you just write that f of minus x. What will be f of minus x? F of minus x is simply replacing x with minus x of f of x. Already we have f of x. You just simply replace x with minus x. So if you replace x with minus x, since the power 7 is odd, you will get minus 2 x power 7. Replace x with minus x, power 5 is odd, so minus 3 x power 5. Replace x with minus x to the power 4 is positive, so same symbol, minus 4 x power 4. Replace x with minus x whole cube, you will get minus of minus is plus 8x cube. Replace x with minus x whole square is x square, plus 9x square. Replace x with minus, plus 10x, plus 1. Once again, just look there. This is f of x, and I am thinking about f of minus x. You need to replace x with minus x. Simply, if you replace x with minus x, this is f of minus x. And after writing f of minus x, again we need to think about the changes of signs in f of minus x. Look there, minus, no sign change. Minus, no sign change. Minus, plus. So minus to plus, there is one sign change. Plus to plus, no sign change. Plus to plus, no sign change. Plus to plus, no sign change. When you look at this f of minus x, there is only one sign change. As per rule 2, f of x cannot have more negative roots than changes of sign in f of minus x. That means this polynomial equation, maybe it has maximum 1 negative root or maybe less than that, but it can't have more negative roots than 1. So we will write this polynomial equation has at most 1 negative root. Okay. So by observing number of sign changes in f of x, we are sure that this polynomial equation has at most 4 positive roots. By observing changes of sign in f of minus x, we will conclude that the polynomial equation have at most 1 negative root. Positive or negative happens only in real numbers, okay? So this polynomial equation maximum have at most 5 real roots, okay? So by combining these two, we will conclude that the polynomial equation have at most 5 real roots. Okay, this polynomial equation has 6 real roots is a wrong statement because maximum number is 5. The given polynomial equation has 7 real roots is a wrong statement because what? Because the given polynomial equation has at most 5 real roots, and that's why, okay, the polynomial equation may have 0 real roots, 1 real root, 2 real roots, 3 real roots, 4 real roots, maybe 5 real roots, but it can't have more than the 5 real roots. Okay, right. And just look at the degree of the equation. Here the degree of the equation is 7. That in the sense totally this equation has 7 roots. Totally it has 7 roots, and among those 7 maybe there are maximum 5 real roots. If the maximum number of real roots is 5, then automatically the minimum number of complex roots are 2. By observing this positive and negative number of roots, we will decide the maximum number of real roots for the equation, and from that maximum number of real roots, I will conclude that minimum number of complex roots are is equals to 2. Okay. First of all, observe the change of signs in f of x. It gives you maximum number of positive roots. Observe the change of signs in f of minus x. It gives you maximum number of negative roots. Combine these two, it mentions the maximum number of real roots. And by observing the degree, it is easy for us to decide the minimum number of complex roots. Basically, this is Descartes' rule of sign and deciding the maximum number of real roots as well as minimum number of complex roots for a polynomial equation using Descartes' rule of sign. Okay, you just have a look, and the proof is not mandatory. You need to follow the rules to decide the number of real roots as well as number of the complex roots. Have a look. Just look here. Another example to decide the number of or maximum number of real roots as well as minimum number of complex roots using Descartes' rule of sign. As this is the polynomial equation, first of all you need to treat the polynomial as p of x is this x power 5 minus 7x cube plus 3x square plus 19. This is p of x. Now just look at the number of sign changes here. See, the coefficient of x power 5 is 1 and this is minus, this is plus and this is minus. So there is one sign change. And here it is minus and here it is plus. Again there is one more sign change. Here it is plus and here it is plus. No sign change, right? Once again have a look. Plus to minus, one sign change. Minus to plus, another sign change. And plus to plus, there is no sign change. Okay? Right. So from this, one thing is very clear. Since there are only 2 sign changes in polynomial, so it has maximum number of positive roots. Maximum, at most 2 positive roots, or maximum number of positive roots is equals to 2. Both will convey same sense, okay? Maximum number of positive roots is equals to 2, or you may say at most 2 positive roots, okay? So about positive roots it is okay. Now think about p of minus x. So replace x with minus x. Minus x to the power 5 minus 7 into minus x whole cube plus 3 into minus x square plus 19. Minus x whole power 5 is minus x power 5. See, minus x cube minus of minus plus 7x cube plus 3x square plus 19. This is p of minus x. Now you just simply think about this sign changes. Here it is minus coefficient of x power 5 and it is plus. So minus 2 plus, one sign change. Plus 2 plus, no sign change. Plus 2 plus, no sign change. So there is only one sign change here. So in p of minus x there is only one sign change. So we will decide that maximum number of negative roots, maximum number of negative roots of the polynomial equation is equals to 1. So maximum number of positive roots is 1, maximum number of negative roots is 1. By combining these two, we will decide that maximum number of real roots is equals to 3. Maximum number of real roots is equals to 3. Or you may say the given polynomial equation have at most 3 real roots. Both are same. At most 3 real roots or maximum number of real roots is equals to 3. Okay. And another thing is, what about the degree? Here the degree is 5, right? Since the degree is 5 and the maximum number of real roots are 3, what to say about the complex roots? So the difference is 2. So the given polynomial equation has minimum number of imaginary roots, or you may say complex roots. Okay, minimum number of complex roots is equals to 2. Okay, that's it. So in this way, the Descartes rule of sign helps us to decide the maximum number of positive roots, maximum number of negative roots, maximum number of real roots, and minimum number of complex roots. Okay, have a look.